Welcome back to another Bible reading with me. I'm Angie. I'm so glad that you decided to take a couple of moments to do some Bible reading. It's super beneficial, super rewarding. So, we're going to open up to the book of John and we are on chapter 4. Grab those Bibles and let's get right into it.
John chapter 4, beginning verse 1. Therefore, when the Lord knew that the Pharisees had heard that Jesus made and baptized more disciples than John, though Jesus himself did not baptize but his disciples, he left Judea and departed again to Galilee. But he needed to go through Samaria. So he came to a city of Samaria, which is called Sychar, near the plot of ground that Jacob gave to his son Joseph. Now Jacob's well was there. Jesus, therefore, being wearied from his journey, sat thus by the well. It was about the 6th hour. A woman of Samaria came to draw water. Jesus said to her, "Give me a drink," for his disciples had gone away into the city to buy food. Then the woman of Samaria said to him, "How is it that you, being a Jew, ask a drink from me, a Samaritan woman? For Jews have no dealings with Samaritans." Jesus answered her and said to her, "If you knew the gift of God and who it is who says to you, 'Give me a drink,' you would have asked him and he would have given you living water." The woman said to him, "Sir, you have nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. Where then do you get that living water? Are you greater than our father Jacob, who gave us the well and drank from it himself, as well as his sons and his livestock?" Jesus answered and said to her, "Whoever drinks of this water will thirst again, but whoever drinks of the water that I shall give him will never thirst. But the water that I shall give him will become in him a fountain of water springing up into everlasting life." The woman said to him, "Sir, give me this water that I may not thirst, nor come here to draw." Jesus said to her, "Go, call your husband and come here." The woman answered and said, "I have no husband." Jesus said to her, "You have well said, 'I have no husband,' for you have had 5 husbands, and the one whom you now have is not your husband. In that you spoke truly." The woman said to him, "Sir, I perceive that you are a prophet. Our fathers worshipped on this mountain, and you Jews say that in Jerusalem is the place where one ought to worship." Jesus said to her, "Woman, believe me, the hour is coming when you will neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem worship the Father. You worship what you do not know. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. But the hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. For the Father is seeking such to worship him. God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and truth." The woman said to him, "I know that Messiah is coming, who is called Christ. When he comes, he will tell us all things." Jesus said to her, "I who speak to you am he." So what's going on here? What can we see and learn from these couple of verses? The Samaritan woman. This woman was a member of a mixed race, and this race was very much disliked. She was known to be living in sin, and she was out in a public place. At that time, no quote-unquote respectable Jewish man would be seen with the woman under her circumstances. But Jesus didn't care. He was sitting there waiting for her. He knew she was going to be at that well, and he was sitting there waiting for her. Women came to the well to draw water in the morning or after the sun was going down. But this woman was there at noon, which is probably the hottest time of the day. And it was most likely so that she would not be seen by anyone. Jesus said to this woman that water he could give is a living water. What Jesus was proclaiming here is that he is the Messiah and the only one that can provide and quench what our soul desires. He is the only one that provides this gift for our soul. The Samaritan woman thought Jesus was referring to the physical water that she was drawing from the well. And at this point in the conversation, she may not have understood everything Jesus was saying. But apparently, she had detected something good in Jesus that she had never seen in anyone else. And as she took it all in, as she was taking in her experience in this conversation and her discovery that Jesus knew all about her private life without her having to say a word, she immediately ran off to tell others about her experience with this man. And many of the Samaritans believed in him because of the word of this woman who testified. The woman by the well is a beautiful example of God's love and total acceptance. He has a love that accepts us where we are in our life, no matter the circumstances. Jesus, the King of Kings, went out of his way to find and to offer this woman by the well a place in his coming kingdom. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this Bible reading. We will continue next time in the book of John, and I hope that you will join me. So until then, I will see you guys real soon. Bye.